Okay, so I'm gonna give it like 2 more minutes because I said I was gonna start at 6, so still have a little bit of time. But welcome, people. We're playing our second playthrough of Otogirisou because we didn't get the we got a ending. I mean, it was a ending. It was very Scooby Doo at the end, but we're gonna try some different choices this time around, and hopefully we get a different ending. I did a little research because I could, and so there's 3 endings I think total, 3 or 4. So there's one if you pick all the pervy choices. So I think I might save that for a different playthrough, but I think I have a good idea about what we gotta pick this time around in order to not get the neutral end, I guess. If you want to call it a neutral ending. I'd say it was just kind of unsatisfactory. But yeah, we're gonna do our second playthrough. And we're gonna do the playthrough all in one go like we did last time. Oh, it even does do our set. Ooh. Okay, I didn't know there were save pages. I didn't know that was a thing. Oh, I could have saved? Damn. Okay, well, I guess this is interesting. I didn't know that it had saves. That was kind of, did not know that. That's good to know. I mean, I thought it was all in one go. Okay, so we're gonna. Okay, what are the controls for this again? Input configuration. Okay, it's V. Start. Where continue? Okay. I guess it just auto puts me at the start. Okay. That summer evening, I've been driving down this narrow and winding mountain road with clouds looming in the sky above. Both sides of the roads were lined by a thicket of trees, so the scenery wasn't exactly great. Nami sat next to me, not saying anything at all. Maybe she got tired from playing tennis for so long and she ended up falling asleep. Okay, so we're gonna do the wake up option because I remember we did I didn't finish saying her name one last time. Wake up, Nami. I shook her shoulder. Oh my. What? What is it? What are you acting so groggy for, huh? She yawned. Where are we now, Sachu? Just about at the top of the mountain. Really? We've only gone that far. Oh. Hey, look. Hmm? They have flowers like that here, huh? Nami said as she looked out at the scenery. Yellow flowers lined both sides of the road. Oh, those. They go by a few names: Hypercilium, St. John's wort, or Otogirisou. The letters used to write Otogirisou mean the brother cut flowers. Oh, what a creepy name. There's a sort of legend about them. Oh, I'm all ears. And at that time, I thought I might scare Nami a little. I feared I could use the opportunity to embellish the story. So we did embellish the story last time. So we're gonna do the scary bit. I thought I might scare Nami a little. If you shine a light through those elliptical leaves, you can see a bunch of black spots on them. Those are the blood of a young man who was cut down by his older brother after some bad blood between them. The spots are the younger brother's blood? It was back in the Heian era, somewhere between the years 794 and 1185. There were 2 brothers. They were falconers. They'd passed down a secret medicine in their family for generations. It was used to treat falcons' wounds, but the secret got out. The younger brother had told his girlfriend, and the older brother was furious. Nami held her breath, knowing what was coming. Okay, so that's interesting. It just kind of skips to the actual mid of the story. Okay. Um, interesting. Interesting. Okay. He took a katana and lopped off his brother's head. What? Nami flinched. The spray of blood hit the leaves, and after that they called the hypercilium flowers Otogirisou, the brother-cut flowers. That really happened? Struck by the falling rain, the hyperciliums bobbed up and down. It looked like they were nodding yes. What a sad story. I can't believe he'd kill his own brother like that. Saw the tears had come to her eyes. Nami, an only child, was easily moved to tears by that story that was remotely emotional. Okay, so it's saying she's an only child early on now. So that's more of a hint. I get why you wouldn't think about that until you've done it the first time. Okay. I began to wonder if I had taken it a little too far. I thought to change the subject. I'm so hungry. Okay, let's do that, because I think we did try to change the subject last. We did begin to wonder if took it too far last time. So we'll do that. I thought I changed the subject. I thought I changed the subject. I'm so hungry, Nami. Hey, more importantly, are we heading the right way? I feel like this place looks really different compared to before. Now that she mentioned it, it did look different. I think we're going the right way. Now that you mention it, it's weird that there's supposed to be a shortcut. Hey, I'm not the one who made this road, so don't ask me. So we did the shortcut last time. Let's do hey, I'm not the one who made the road. Hey, I'm not the one who made this road, so don't ask me. What's with you? You're not gonna take any responsibility for getting lost, are you? What? You're gonna tell me that after you made me drive all this way while all you did was sleep? Fine. Pull over then. I'm getting out. Okay, be my guest. Get out of the car now. I will. Look out! It happened so suddenly. A car just came out of nowhere. The mountain road was small and there wasn't enough room for 2 cars on it. Ah! Sachu! I stepped on the brakes as hard as I could, but my feet felt no resistance. It was like stepping on air. There was no response. Oh shit. The brakes don't work. Ah! We're gonna crash. Then I veered off into the darkness. I turned the car to drive it into the grass. I tried bumping into the trees. Okay, so we tried the trees last time. I'm gonna do drive it into the. I turned the car to drive into the grass. For a second, I saw a woman right in front of me. I just hit someone. Yes. Boo. Oh god. We hit. Oh no, that's not good. Not good. Kind of spook. In a panic, I jumped out and checked the area in the front of the car. Okay, so it's not as spooky. Okay. I looked over, but all I could see were the fields of hypercilium. I couldn't find anyone around. What's going on here? What happened? Nami got out of the car, too. There was a woman standing right there. You saw her, too, right, Nami? No, I didn't see anybody. Are you sure you weren't imagining it? No way. I'm sure she was there. She was wearing white clothes, and it seemed like she was spacing out. She kind of looked like you, actually, Nami. Oh, now we're getting this. Oh, this makes more sense on the second playthrough. Oh, I see what they did. Don't say that. You make it sound like I seem creepy. Nami forced a smile. More importantly, why didn't the brakes work? Right. I was still too curious about that woman, so I got out of the car. I figured the girl Well, I just seen might have been a ghost. So, let's do that. I was still too curious about that woman, so I got out of the car and I squatted down in front of the car to get a clear view. And at that very moment, "Watch out, Sachu!" Nami screamed as she shoved me aside. The lightning split the tree in half, which fell and crushed my car like it had been made out of paper. "We're okay. You're not hurt, are you, Nami?" "I'm fine." I would have been flat as a pancake right now if you hadn't pushed me away, Nami. I was able to get a bag with a change of clothes for the both of us out of the trunk and an emergency flashlight. The car is in bad shape now, yeah? I'm just grateful we made it out in one piece. I really meant it. First things first. We need to find some shelter from this rain. I patted my good old car, which had just been reduced to scrap metal. Still, I do feel bad for the poor car. Which way should we go, then? Look, isn't there a path there? I turned on the flashlight and started walking down the path. Nami grabbed my arm. Walking side by side, I could feel the warmth of Nami's body. Well, every cloud has a silver lining, right? I prayed I could enjoy this moment a little longer. And then I turned back to face the direction we came from. I stopped and looked down at my feet, trying not to be rude. I put my arm around Nami's waist. These are okay, so these are kind of completely different from the last choices. Okay, so let's do I turn back to face the direction we came from. Turn back to face the direction we'd come from, huh? What happened? It's like the car's sick or something. No way. Nami's expression became stiff. It's sinking. My car looked like it had started sinking into the flowers. The hyperciliums. They're eating the car. We need to hurry. I got the feeling we'll get eaten too if we don't hurry out of here. Nami and I started jogging away. Okay, so this is a new scene. This is new. Okay. Interesting. 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 There's light. I could see some light poking faintly through the trees. Relieved, Nami laughed. We both broke into a run. And then I gripped Nami's hand firmly so she wouldn't fall, keeping an eye on the surroundings. I ran in front of Nami, making sure my well-styled hair hadn't fallen out of place. I kept running. Okay. I kind of want to go with C just because it's stupid, but let's do some hand holding. Hand holding seems good. I gripped Nami's hand firmly so she wouldn't fall. Once we came out of the forest, the view suddenly opened up. Spooks. It's a mansion. Wow. Wow. It's huge. It was a big old mansion built with brick walls and had been constructed in the Western style. A glittering iron gate was set in front of the huge garden. Seems like the sort of place you'd find in a ghost story. Yeah, we're Scooby-Dooing now. We're Scooby-Dooing the gang. The lights are on, though. Let's go inside. Nami seemed eager to go inside where we'd be safer. Yeah, we should hurry. I agreed with her. There were more hyperciliums here than I could see. They should call this place the Hypercilium Manor. Hey! Nami spoke softly. The flowers are calling out to us. Huh? Oh, blood, huh? I just saw blood. I don't think we should go inside. What are you talking about? What did you think will happen to us if another tree gets struck by lightning? Do we have to go inside? Let's go. I'm always lucky so long as I set off on the right foot. I boldly proclaimed. I hit the fact that my pulse was pounding. I'm feeling lucky. I teased her. Don't you just love haunted houses? Let's test it. Okay. I kind of like C because it's like playful. It should be a good test of our courage. Let's go. Your voice is trembling, Sachu. I was just adding a little vibrato to it. We don't have to do it if you don't want to. Let's turn back. That's exactly what I wanted to do, but I didn't want her to think of me as less of a man. We're gonna run it. Now shut up and follow. I can't say this seriously. This is Scooby-Doo shit. My voice trembled again. We ran. Nami ran like a wild goat, falling about 5 meters behind me, which is about 15 feet by the time I reached the front gate. Why do you need to have this description about flailing like a wild goat? That's kind of... it's silly, but, like... I think that's a silly descriptor. A very silly descriptor. Okay. Let's go inside. And then... I thought I'd enter without any hesitation so Nami wouldn't be scared. I felt lost about whether or not we should actually go inside. I had a bad feeling about what might happen, but I was also afraid of the lightning. We're gonna be brave. I thought I'd enter without any hesitation so Nami wouldn't be scared. I easily pushed open the heavy doors of the gate, which gleamed black wet from the rain. They put up no resistance. Okay, so, like... The doors didn't open for us on the first run through. We had to break through the door. Which makes me think that I'm on the right path this time. Excuse us, we're coming inside. We politely bowed before taking the first step beyond the gates. The whole garden was filled with hyperciliums in bloom. All they're growing are hypercilium. All they're growing are hypercilium. At that moment, something raced by. Oh, it's a cat. Oh, a cat? Man, it scared me. It's a black cat. The black cat turned back to face us. Its body began to swell with light, and it turned green. No, a green cat? The green cat quickly left, heading through the many hypercilium in the field. Sachu. Without delay, I said, our eyes must be tired. It must be a trick of the light. Whoever painted that cat is a horrible person. I think it's a trick of the light. It must be a trick of the light. The wind grew strong. It sent a wave through the countless yellow flowers. The wave moved from the gate to the mansion. I could almost feel the mansion shake from the impact of the wave, and then it stopped. I stood there in the rain, struck by the thought that I had just witnessed something sinister and dark. Hey! Nami put her hand up to her ear. Do you hear that? Something's rustling. Huh? You mean the wind blowing through the leaves? Not that. Something else. Suddenly, a speckled snake slithered out from the tall grass. I could see its fangs glistening in its open mouth. You hear it, right? That sound. What are you talking about? Look! It's a snake! I'm sorry, this is really, like, over-dramatic for no reason again. A snake? I took Nami by the hand and ran towards the mansion in a panic. Hey, wasn't that a rattlesnake? What's it doing in a place like this? Nami shouted as we ran. How should I know? Why don't you ask the snake yourself? It's poisonous. If I tried talking to it, it'd bite me for sure. Oh, hi! So far we've gotten some new scenes. We've got a few new scenes. It's mostly the same story beats. I mean, we did get, like, 2 new scenes, I feel, but it's, like, pretty much they're going into the mansion again, so it's still kind of the same. We screamed back and forth at each other as we sprinted as hard as we could. We ran up the stone steps to the entrance, and when we turned back, we saw the snake slithering towards us over the brick-lined path. Okay, I feel like the snake is more dramatic this time around. Like, last time I just kind of like, eh. Now it's like very viciously adamant about biting you. A little weird. I don't think a snake would be aggravated enough to do that. Like, I feel like once you're starting to get away from it, it's not going to go after you. This is an unrealistic depiction of a snake. Unrealistic. I grabbed the door's handle. The door was locked, and it wouldn't even budge. Excuse me? Could you open the door, please? Please. There didn't seem to be any response from the inside of the mansion. Sachu, it's coming. It's coming closer. Snake? Snake! Nami shrieked. I decided to break the window on the right side of the entrance. I slammed my body against the door as hard as I could. Okay, so we did the window last time. So I'm gonna do slam. I put all of my power into my right shoulder and slammed into the door as hard as I could. It's a good thing the door was so old. After 2 or 3 hits, the lock broke and the momentum sent me flying straight through the entrance. That takes care of that. Oh, you're bleeding. Nami grabbed my hand. My left hand had been scratched, and it was bleeding. Oh, it'll be fine. It's just a scratch. It's just a flesh wound. I sucked at the wound. Don't do that. You'll need to get it properly treated. Nami took out a handkerchief from her pocket and wrapped it around my hand. It smelled faintly of roses. This is all I can do for you now, but I'll tend to it later. Okay, so this scene is the same, which is strange because the injury is the same, but it said it was you were slamming with your shoulder, so how did the hand get hurt? That's kind of weird, but I guess they didn't want to branch it out too much. Okay. Interesting. I say, drinking my tea. I have a thermos full of tea with me today that I am happy that I made because it's a lot talking today. Okay. Good tea. Okay. Thanks. I felt a bit bashful. But anyway, the lock's useless now, huh? Whoever owns this place will probably give us an earful once they find out. We'll have to apologize to them ahead of time then. I stood up and looked around. It was a spacious entrance. There was a hall with stairs leading up to the second floor and a large chandelier hung from the ceiling. On the left side, there was a large brick fireplace with a cloth-covered sofa set in front of it. Is anyone home? I raised my voice and walked further inside. We've just let ourselves in, Nami also shouted, but nobody replied. Maybe nobody's home? Yeah. Well, whatever. Let's sit down for a while. I'm exhausted. I walked over to the sofa. I saw there was a suit of Western-style armor that had been placed beside the fireplace. Oh, we're doing that Scooby-Doo moment again. We're Scooby-Dooing. It's a Scooby-Doo moment. I'd seen suits of armor on TV and photographs, but this is the first time I'd ever seen one in person. People fighting in the Middle Ages actually wore those things. It occurred to me how heavy it must have been for those people to wear them. Hey, what's up with that? Nami tapped my shoulder. What's up with what? That, there. Nami pointed over to the right side of the entrance hall. A huge aquarium. Okay, so now we know what's in the aquarium from the last playthrough. There wasn't anything particular unique about the shape of it. It was just an ordinary looking glass aquarium you find anywhere, set in a silver coated frame. The problem was the size. It was abnormally large. You think there's something inside it? I went over to the aquarium. The inside of the glass was covered with mildew and the water was really dirty. Even if something was in there, you wouldn't be able to see what it was. I reached over to the top and tried. Okay. We're gonna stick the hand. The reflected on a long time ago when we went to an aquarium. That's new. That's a new choice that I kind of want to pick. That, even though I know we should stick the hand in. Ooh. I don't know which choice to pick. I feel like we should pick the one that's new, because that's a new choice. Like, it didn't appear on the first playthrough. So, okay, let's do that. I reflected on a time long ago when we went to an aquarium together and I thought I'd try to kiss her. But as I put my arms around her shoulders, Nami suddenly turned away. Someone was looking at me from the aquarium just now. You can't be serious. I stared at the place where Nami pointed. But I didn't see anything other than a bunch of goop with moss floating on the top. A fish? It's not a fish, dude. No, the eyes I saw were human. Nami had just said something terrifying. We heard something on the second floor. We looked at each other. I knew it. Somebody's here. What should we do? We have to go introduce ourselves. I shouted up to the second floor. Excuse me, is anyone here? There was no reply. Weird. Maybe they just couldn't hear you. I doubt it. They could be hard of hearing. Or they could have trouble speaking. It's possible. Let's go up there for the time being. We started going up the stairs. Oh, my jaw dropped. The suit of armor is gone. Huh? While we were screwing around with the aquarium, the suit of armor disappeared without so much as a sound. Well, anyway, let's go check out the second floor, I said with my voice trembling. Scooby-Doo armor shit. I hate the trope of, like, armor suddenly moving when it's out of view. I think it's overdone. And I think maybe Scooby-Doo, maybe it's just an overplayed plot from Scooby-Doo, but, I don't like it. I think it's kind of not the greatest. Okay, we walked slowly up the stairs. Eek. Nami grabbed hold of my arm. What's the matter? We're being watched. Panicked, I made sure her hair looks fine. In times like this, the guy has to make sure the girl he likes isn't afraid. Terrified, I tried to stop the stairs. I like how A and C are, like, not good options. Like, I feel like A is the silly option, and C is, like, yeah, we did that last time. So, I feel like the choices I'm being given now are more geared towards he needs to look good in front of Nami. Which is fine, but also kind of funny. Okay. In times like these, a guy has to make sure the girl he likes isn't afraid. I wouldn't be so sure. I don't particularly feel like we're being watched. Well, you're not exactly the sharpest guy around, Sachu. Okay. Wow, rude. We're trying to help you not feel scared, and this is how you treat us? I don't like this, alright? I think Nami's treating us terrible this time around. Drink my tea. Okay. I wouldn't say that. I mean, I can feel your love for me now. Oh my god, this is so. I don't know what I did to trigger this part, but it's just like I'm starting to think we made the MC more stupid. Like, this time around we're just kind of like, I don't know what I picked, but I guess it's like, oh, we're treating it more like buddy coupley, which is fine. It's interesting. As a friend of, he got friend zoned. He got friend zoned. Nami friend zoned us. Oh my god, we got friend zoned. I feel bad. We just got friend zoned. That hurts. I don't think. Maybe don't try and seduce her. I feel like, don't. After going up the stairs, I saw that the hallway veered to both the left and the right. From what I could see, there weren't many doors lining the halls, so it gave me some idea of how big the rooms were. Which one, then? Let's start from here. We started walking over. The doors were all closed, but there was one door at the end that was open, just a crack. I took a peek inside. It was dark. Is anyone in there? There was no reply. Seems like nobody's here. Yeah. You don't have to shut the door, Nami. I didn't. Surprised, I grabbed the doorknob. I pushed and pulled, but the door wouldn't budge. Did we just get shut in here? Look, a light. As my eyes became accustomed to the darkness, I could see there was a very dim light in the room. Nami gripped my hand. We headed further in. A thick curtain had been drawn shut. The floor stood illuminated. They had 2 tables, but other than that, all I could see was darkness. When I approached the round table, I found a thin book. It's a diary. I reached out to pick up the diary, but then... Wait. Nami pulled my arm away strongly. Something's here. Then I concentrated my eyes and ears on the darkness. I took a deep breath to calm down and looked up at the ceiling.